to my channel. This is Vinaya Saunders. Here again, we go for our pregnancy Q&As. So, first question, what is normal delivery? I love it. Of course, you can always Google. Your gynecologist will tell you. Your midwives will tell you. So basically, when you have several contractions and the uterus is ready to eject the baby out, and that is our normal delivery. So if you ask what is normal delivery, it starts with your water break. You're in active labor after that. And there are several contractions. I don't know how many. I know I like when people ask how many contractions because I did ask that question. I don't know how many contractions will be there. Each pregnant lady is different. Each uterus is different. Each baby coming out is different. Usually, babies are the one that choose when to come and how to come. It doesn't matter even if you have done PhD in birthing, it's the baby that decides how to come. If in case you're taken into a C-section, that's how baby needed to come. If in case you were given epidural, but then again taken to C-section, you were in the pushing stage, but baby didn't come out, again, it's the baby who decides. So yeah, there are people who really went through hard labor and then they were taken to C-section. So you never know. Even the gynecologists or midwives cannot predict how your labor is going to go. So be calm and understand just like poop, baby is going to come out. Yes, it is very painful. I always put elephant as my perspective. Elephants are pregnant for 2 years. At least I'm done with 40 weeks. And it's okay. My labor is like 4 or 5 hours and done. That's amazing. So, to be clearly answering what is normal in normal delivery, you have several contractions that you will be feeling much before labor starts. And it could be false, it will go away if you walk around, distract yourself. My mom had this whole cumin water stuff that she used to give me, and if the contraction stopped, then it's not the delivery time yet. If it didn't stop, then maybe it'll progress. Sometimes it does progress, sometimes it stops after you assume it is progressing. This is where you have those, false alarm. You went to the hospital early, but you're not dilated. Do not do that for yourself because hospitals tend to sometimes not send you back, but keep you and say, oh, we can induce. So don't give yourself that option. Try to wait if you're a person who's had normal pregnancy. If it is risky, don't listen to me, please listen to your OBGYN. Um, go when you have this intuition. You will have tremendous surge of intuition where you can't deny it. You know the baby is coming. You know that is the right decision to take. So listen to that decision. Um, it's something that is so natural, so organic that nobody can explain. It is something that we were born in a woman's body to feel naturally. So go to hospital. If you are going to midwife, birthing center, do when it is at the right time. But my suggestion would be go after water breaks because that's when it's really active labor. Till then, it's just you're dilly dallying. You don't know whether you've dilated sometimes. So, you know, take your time. So, after the contraction, the series of contractions start, it gets to a place where it intensifies. The pain is definitely unbearable, and you will know that it's time to push. There will be another call from within you. If you have taken epidural, you won't know it because there is a numbness that comes up with anesthesia. So then you are at the mercy of the nurses who will say 1, 2, 3, push. Um, Otherwise, you can actually notice the contraction when it is very intense is when you push little by little. Um, and you will know it is pushing time. Like I think for my first one, I had epidural, I fell asleep. Then I all of a sudden woke up and I said, I think I can push now. I want to push now. So it was very beautiful to recognize that nature's way of saying you can push. And then pushing is, I don't know. I don't know anybody who can push with one push and the baby comes out. Many women do have at least two or three pushes. That's the easiest. I go till 45 minutes. That's something that is my body doing. So I don't know about your body. So what's your pushing time? It's up to your body type. But the only thing that no one wants you to do is suck the breath in that way, because then you're pulling the baby backwards. So you're not like letting it go. So don't tense up your hips, relax. This is where prenatal yoga comes in super handy, where your hips need to be opened and relaxed. So all the muscles, those intricate 53 muscles that make our hips, store a lot of different things. And the psoas is like the main one that really lets you enjoy your labor and delivery. And once you kind of push, yeah, you will notice the baby's head is kind of out, the what is it, it's called, when the circle of that whole head circumference comes exactly at a point, it's quite painful. But after that, once the head is out, you have no pain. Like it's done. It's really done. So this is where I keep telling women, just just build some balls, guys, like push and be done within 3 hours instead of C-section agony, anesthesia, repercussions. Not nice, not worth it. Like your whole life, you want to suffer with a tear and bladder issues. Not fun at all. If you could just make your mind saying, yes, I have to have a normal delivery, this baby has to come out naturally. That's all you need to do. That determined push without the fear. Just recognizing that we have lived through so many centuries and women were, I think, tied to beds to just deliver on their own. There was no support. Women were shoved into dark room to deliver. I mean, we have got it good. We have people around who can support us. Why are we acting like a wimpy person? So that's where I feel like just become that brave heart, brave soul, and then say, this beautiful being has to come through normal, natural delivery. Because the gut issues they have, the trauma they face later, just being a C section baby, is just unexplainable. Again, there's a guy called Garage Healer. He removes traumas of C-section births, and it's very beautiful to see how much trauma these kids can hold just because they were a C-section born. So if you can avoid it, please do. And I again understand several women are not made to organically normally deliver, then please go through the C-section, but have this mindset that it's it's not something that no one has done. Okay. I think future generation have stopped having kids because they don't want to have kids. So that's not worth it, because you're not following your dharma here. You are here to procreate, period. So do your job to the planet, because planet's population is definitely dwindling. By the time I get old, and if I don't have anybody to take care of me, I am screwed, right? So you need young people. You need refreshing of the earth, with several lives coming in. So make it a point to do your duty really well. Give them extraordinary gut bacteria by doing normal deliveries so that they can have health from birth till death. Yeah, that's what we're going to leave behind. Now, that's called normal delivery. I guess I made my point. Should I do glucose test? Ugh, please don't do it. I mean, again, okay. So they ask you to drink this glucose stuff, which has, I don't know how many dyes and chemicals and crap. and they check whether your insulin is working fine. If not, then you are put into the gestational diabetes category. So I don't know what medical system wants to do with it. Personally, my advice would be to kind of take care of yourself. Don't eat junk, don't eat sugary crap, and then just allow the system to take over you. I did rejected glucose test. I think for my second one, I didn't want to do it because it just tasted nasty. And I know that I'm never going to have gestational diabetes. How can I say that? I know it. Okay. It's my body. I live inside this and I know it. So it's not happening. And I don't have to take that test. My baby's going to be healthy. If there was somebody who were like overwhelming me and saying, "Oh, you won't know it. We really need to know whether your baby is diabetic or not," I can 100% guarantee my kids are not diabetic because I choose to eat healthy. One. Two, if they are, I will deal with the thing. I am not taking that test. That's who I am. I don't know about you guys because medical system loves to push. So you decide. You do your research. You want to take it and then know that, oh, your system works well. But then what did you do with drinking all that dye? Even the baby consumed that dye along with the sugar. That's not happening to my baby. So that's where I am. But again, I can't talk for everybody. There are women who just are at the mercy of medical system and say, oh, my doctor, you decide because it's your body. You are taking decision for you and your baby, you know. So can say, do all pregnant ladies feel tired and fatigued all the time? No, not all the time. There will be a big surge in your second trimester, and it's very beautiful. Pregnancy is not a disease. Please don't put all these mindsets out there. It's not really helpful for you or the baby. You don't want a wimpy person to be born to you. So be brave, understand how pregnancy works, eat healthy, take care of yourself. Then you will notice that, yes, you will be tired. Yes, you will need sleep, but it's just a little bit extra. Like, you're supposed to have 1500 calorie, you increase it to 2000 calorie. Very similar to that. You might need a little longer sleep. You will feel tired the day after you did a lot. So understand your body. Pay attention to your body. Notice how to understand your body. Listen to your body. That's all is the biggest remedy that you can take because nature is doing its job. If you even consider the tiniest amount of these cells doubling, tripling, becoming these beautiful organs that can sustain life, nature has got your back. You don't have to worry. So allow the body to tell you when to sleep, when not to sleep, when to do things, when not to do things. See, we were all kind of in tune with moon cycle, how our energy worked, because there's a whole spectrum of Titi Nitya Devis or how the moon phases work on women's body. But the Gregorian calendar was actually made for tax purposes. They just wanted tax at the end of certain months. So that's how they put their Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. So we are completely disconnected from how nature works. So if you notice, periods are the time that you need to rest a little bit. It's not woohoo party time. Ovulation, great time, go party around. Similarly, even during pregnancy, your body will tell you when to rest, when it's too much to push, when to take on projects, when not to take on projects. See, again, I know women had it hard by not getting rights to vote or go work and those things, but it was easy. I'm all for that. Shut me up for 7 days of my period time and don't talk to me. I know why they did that. Now I want to do that. But Just because I'm a modern woman, I'm supposed to do something else during my periods. So our ancestors were smart. I really love them a lot. So take time to again understand your body. You're not fatigued all the time. If you are, then there's micronutrient deficiencies. Check with your doctor. If you have your blood work done and if you have micronutrient deficiencies, please eat well, eat on time, eat the right thing. If your Agni is weak, contact me. um, Again, we can work on all those things. It's simple, guys. It's like it's so beautiful. Nature has our back. I don't know why you have to trust another human who's gotten this whole nature information through a book. Guys, you have all the antennas. As a woman, your hair is your antenna. Your intuition is literally there to help you get a lot out of your own body as information. You don't have to trust machines unless necessary. That's just disclaimer. Okay, next question. Why are my feet swollen early in my pregnancy? Swollen feet can be for several reasons, but it is quite normal to have swollen feet for some pregnant ladies. Okay, it depends on how blood pressure scenario is with how the mother is. So if your mother went through a lot of high blood pressure scenario and you have the body similar to that, then yes, there will be a lot of those kind of swelling stuff. So you will have to know why, what you're eating, how much salt intake, how much sugar. So these are the questions you need to answer yourself, because feet swelling is not a random thing. Body is, of course, having double circulation going on. There's heart pumping double the amount. So each day of a pregnant lady is almost like she's training for a marathon. So body is doing so much more that I can't really explain in words. So if your feet swells, please sit back. That means you're doing too much or you have eaten too salty food, too processed. Processed food can come from anywhere. Okay. If you add a soup, yes, there will be sodium that can increase. So avoid all these packaged stuff. Make your own. It's make your own food, and that's when you will be in control of all these things. If you're on your legs for too long, yes, there will be feet swelling. A simple solution that they give is to wear those socks, compression socks for you guys. But compression socks again will make the body work double hard because something is compressing, right? And the body needs to be loose and happy to circulate the blood. So again, sit back, relax more. Don't overdo. This is not the time to do too many things. All those people who say, oh yeah, go to a hit class, go to, run around. No, you don't have to. Those movies show unrealistic expectation. I recently saw a lady lifting weight. uh, I don't know which genius allowed this pregnant woman who was a weightlifter probably to lift weight and said, oh, you can do it. Guys, there's a small single line between courage and being stupid. One tiny moment, the water breaks, amniotic fluid gone, your baby's done. It's not worth it. So please be careful. Do bare minimum. You can walk, but not walk like 5 miles. Again, unless your body is used to doing it, please do it. Don't stop just because I said. But please take care. It's not worth it. So, swollen feet means you are doing something more than you need to. Either you're stressed, either you have inflammation, either you have blood pressure scenario going on, whatever it is. It is normal to some extent, but also don't overdo yourself or push yourself to do something more that your body is incapable of doing. Next question. What is the best postpartum meal that is easy? From my point of view, I'll tell you. So, my mom was there. Yes, she made stuff for me. But Another amazing thing that I figured out is my signature dinner every night is my soup. I put bunch of vegetables in water. If you're a person who has chicken broth, bone broth, please do so. Take minimum 2 to 3 cups of water, put all the vegetables. If you want to put chicken, go for it. Uh, and then at the end, I just mix 2 spoons of any kind of millet, sorghum, ragi, barley. Barley is my favorite. Um, 2 spoon of it. After it simmers, just put it in, and you can blend the soup and just have that, with salt and pepper. That's it. Life is done. It's so easy. Yeah. And your husband can make it too. You have to have 2 times a day. That's more than enough. Why postpartum meals are really focused on nourishing, warm, um, and different things is only because your body already has all these garbage that it needs to get rid of. So, adding more salad will only cause a lot of imbalance. Eating frequently will cause insulin resistance later. There's a lot of things that can develop after every pregnancy if you don't pay attention. I've learned it the hard way. For the baby number 5, I was driving back from Denver to Virginia. So there was a lot of different things that I ended up eating. The whole pregnancy screwed up my body. Like, it wasn't as easy to get back to my normal body as it was with all my other 4 babies. So pay attention. Please don't overdo your postpartum meals with rough, sugary stuff or junk stuff, packaged stuff, just because you're hungry. Let yourself be hungry. That intermittent fasting that people talk about, do it after post pregnancy. Okay. And that's going to help you and the baby, because when you're in control of what goes into you and your ingredients are limited to 4 or 5 things, nothing goes wrong with the baby. There's no colic, there's no crying, there's no gas for the baby. It all comes down to you having this much. And I was on a lot of milk too. But if you don't get good dairy milk and you are lactose intolerant, best milk to have is sesame seed milk. Soak a tablespoon of sesame seed either in the morning or night, blend it, it becomes good amount of milk for you to have it. No yogurt absolutely till 21 days. Why? Because that makes babies throw up really a broken one instead of just milky one. So it's going to really help you if you just control your postpartum meals, at least for 21 days. I know 45 days is best, but 21 days, you lose your weight. There's no postpartum depression. You enjoy your baby thoroughly because there's clarity by just not having random yucky food, junk food, packet foods. And as I said, this soup is amazing. I probably would love to, at some point, find a person who can make this soup into packets. So it's just add boiling water and the pregnant woman can have it. And there is no need of like getting up and doing things while she's resting. Um, I don't know. Let me see how I can work it out. Yeah. Okay. My baby is throwing up a lot. What do I do with it? Okay, babies throw up, period. Initially, I was scared that, oh, what did I do? She threw up everything. Is she going to be hungry? No, actually, no. Babies know how much to consume. If you think you're smart, babies are smarter multiple folds. They know when to stop drinking. You can't just say, oh, my boob has more milk, just drink it. It doesn't happen. um, you can wake them up when they're not hungry. They literally go crazy over you. Then they know how much to have and how much to sleep. They are actually cunning. They get their sleep perfectly fine. But you're the one who looks like fool if you don't sleep while they're sleeping. So let them throw up doesn't mean nothing went in. It means the body is digesting well. The reflex action of throwing up is important for them to learn. The digestion is kind of learning how to really keep something inside, how to throw when it is full. That's what is happening. One thing I, as a pregnant woman, have been forgetting for every baby was burp them after feeding. So, yes, I do get lazy when I just lay down, feed them, and say, just go to sleep. I just finished feeding. But that burp, that gas is not okay for them. They will throw a tantrum. So, pick them up, put them on your shoulder, just till they have at least two, three burps. Then they will sleep, and then you can also sleep. But that burping is super important. Okay, either you do it if you're too sleepy. Wake up anybody around you who's there, who can carry the baby around, just vertical, so the baby can burp, and then you can sleep. Okay, that's something that you have to be particular about. Throwing up, big deal, let them throw up, it doesn't matter. You don't have to shove them more milk or just assume that they need more. Mm, most of the moms just kind of like, oh, I don't have any milk, this person threw up everything, now what do I do? Should I put formula? No, please don't go into all those things. Let the baby be, and it'll learn how to really understand how the whole thing works. Yeah. It's again something you're learning. This codependent person is so much in your life that you have no choice but to really focus on them. That doesn't mean whatever happens, you have to freak out. Yeah. Why are people overwhelming? That's a nice question. So basically, hormonally, you go through a lot of changes in your brain. So people whom you used to like, maybe you won't like them. Maybe they start chewing really hard and make noise and they're burping, or you don't like them. They talk the same topic. You don't want to hear them. Completely normal. It's actually after pregnancy that you kind of really feel like, oh, you like something, and then within 3 months when the hormones go down, you're like, oh, what did I do to myself? So so pregnancy, post pregnancy, for few months till like around 6 months, till you, first of all, after you stop breastfeeding, after 6 months is when you'll understand who you are. The brain really takes over. But during that time, just don't take yourself seriously, because what you like, what you don't like, really is in the control of hormones, not you. So if people are overwhelming, stay away from them. Just be brutally honest and say, I'm sorry, I really want to have some alone time. Thank you for being my friend. I will reach out when I'm ready again. That's it. Simple. People listen. I do feel sad. Is it the pregnancy depression? I don't know. Ask yourself, why? Why are you feeling sad? What's the reason? Are you missing something? Is something not available for you? See, happiness is a state of mind, and external circumstances do not do anything for our happiness. It's us, our mind, which labels it good or bad. So if you're feeling sad, maybe get out. Do what makes you happy. Do what brings you joy. Number five, baby, I worked a lot. I went to a lot of senior living places and hospice sometime. It was quite depressing to some extent, but I chose to go to these community centers to teach. And before teaching there, I used to spend 1 hour with those seniors who did craft works there. I painted, I did wood burning. There was a lot that I was doing at that time, and I thoroughly enjoyed. So there was no time for me to feel sad, even though the area was depressing, or wherever I went was, circumstance was a little depressing. So it's up to you. You try being happy. You focus on what you want. No one is coming to say, "Oh, you poor you, you're not happy. I will make you happy." And no, And another thing is, I always come across with like, my husband should know this. He should recognize this. Why? He is living his life. He's doing whatever bare minimum he can do. He's also a human being. He's not going to be this God who goes into your head and says, oh, my wife seems very dull. I'm just going to make her happy. No, you romanticize your life. You take control of yourself. You have no clue. I have a private Christmas tree now because I spent probably 10 years of my life complaining over how my Christmas decoration and ornaments were all broken by my kids, cats, dogs. I said, no, this year I'm going to get a private tree for myself. And I decorated it. And all I'm going to do is really go upstairs with my hot cocoa, listen to my Josh Groban song, and enjoy my Christmas thoroughly. And no one stops me. So be that person for your life. Be that powerful person to really guide yourself to do what you want to do. Your husband, your family, they don't know what you want. So instead of saying, I am depressed, another word, that's a big word. If you say that, if I sat here and I said that same word over and over again, I might think, like, yeah, my life is that way. So don't give a bad reality for yourself. Watch your vocabulary, what you're saying, because all these things that you do say to yourself during pregnancy will come kicking your butt during teenage years when they are in their teenage years. So spare yourself. Understand whatever you do during pregnancy is what is going to be something that will show up during your kids' teenage phase. If you want it to be beautiful and happy one, make sure you're happy as a pregnant lady. And take control over your life. Don't wait for other people to say, oh, come, I'll take you for a walk. I think I did that for my first pregnancy. I didn't have anybody. I was alone in Indianapolis. So all I could do was look outside at the geese, and that was my happy part. And they loved Haldiram mixture. I know, call me really bad, but they loved it. They wouldn't eat whatever I got as bird feeder. They wouldn't eat grains. They enjoyed Haldiram mixture and they followed me for that. So I'm sorry, geese and everybody that I just gave Haldiram mixture to geese, um, but they loved it. They actually came looking for me exactly at 6 p.m. on my deck. And if I didn't open the door or the deck door and I was sleeping, they would peck on the deck door. They knew exactly where I lived, thanks to Haldirams, I guess. They could really make an ad out of this. So, anyways, that's all the questions I have for today. All the pregnant lady out there, please enjoy your pregnancy while investing into that little one's health. Stay healthy, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.